Hi, I'm Sean Nannon. I'm co-founder and academic director of Nannon Academy. Before starting the academy, I spent 15 years leading a computer engineering technology department at Saskatchewan Polytechnic. And during that time, I saw every kind of STEM program imaginable. The ones that genuinely changed student lives and the ones that just kept kids busy and called education. So, if you're trying to figure out which kind you're looking at, here are 7 questions I'd like to ask. Question 1. Does your child feel like they belong? The first question isn't about curriculum at all, it's about your child. Will they walk in and see kids like them, feel safe enough to try something new, make mistakes, and want to come back? A great STEM program isn't just a place to learn, it's a place where students find themselves and their people. That changes everything. Question 2. Is the instructor a good coach? Here's something I saw over and over. The most technically brilliant person in the room is often the hardest to learn from. They can't always remember what it felt like to be a beginner. A great instructor reads the student first. They notice when confidence is dropping, when a different approach is needed, and when students just need some encouragement to keep going. That awareness, it's not just about subject knowledge, it's what actually moves a student forward. Question 3. What is the outcome of their activity? Ask to see what students have actually built. Not a certificate of completion, not a score on a leaderboard, but a real project. Something they made themselves. They can show their friends and family and say, I built that. When a young person sees themselves as a creator, it builds their confidence that no worksheet or tutorial could ever do. Question 4. Does it challenge them without overwhelming them? There's a fine line between a program that stretches a student and one that breaks their confidence. The best programs find that edge, where things are hard enough to be meaningful but supported enough to feel safe. Ask how they handle a student who's stuck or struggling. If the answer is just, we help them through it, well, dig deeper. You want to hear that mistakes are expected, that trying again is celebrated, and that no student is left feeling like they just aren't cut out for this. Question 5. Does it grow with your child? One good term doesn't change a child's trajectory, but 2 or 3 years might. Ask whether the program has a clear pathway from beginner to advanced, or whether your child will essentially be doing the same thing year after year in a different flavor. The programs worth investing are those where your child can plant roots. Keep progressing and look back in a few years and actually see how far they've come. Question 6. Are they learning to think or just learning to use tools? Honestly, it doesn't matter if your child learns to code. Well, maybe not in the way we used to think. AI is already writing code faster than most humans. What it can't do is understand a problem, ask the right questions, or know whether the output actually makes sense. A program obsessed with teaching syntax is teaching into the past. The programs worth your attention are those building something harder to replicate, and that's curiosity, logic, the ability to think through a problem and direct the tools intelligently. That's the skill with a very long shelf life, and that is what builds cognitive ability. Question 7. Does it connect to where they're headed? Ultimately, you're not just looking for something to keep your child busy after school. You want something that's building towards something. Stronger academic skills, confidence with technology, a clearer sense of what they're capable of. Ask the program how they teach connects to post-secondary education and the world your child is going to graduate into. The best programs don't just teach skills, they help young people discover what they're good at and give them the confidence to pursue it. If a program can answer all 7 of these questions confidently, your child is in good hands, wherever that is. At Nana Academy, we build our entire program around exactly these principles: small groups, real projects, instructors who genuinely coach, and a clear pathway that grows with your child from their very first class. If you'd like to see it for yourself, come ask us these 7 questions. And if you have others, we're happy to answer those too. We'd love to show you what we're building, and more importantly, what your child could build. I hope to see you in class.